Hi you guys, how are you? Welcome back. I'm out here near the Babbling Brook, as I am daily, getting ready to start my walk. I would ask you to go ahead, really take this water in, nature scene, and I ask you to go ahead and make your wish before we start walking. Okay, fantastic. Want to welcome you guys back. This is the channel that checks the boxes for you. We're out here on the trails daily. We are walking, we are lifting each other up. The highest quality content coming to you each day. It's just an honor to provide this service for you. Today I want to talk about when pain becomes your pal. When pain becomes your pal. And the Lord knows many people can relate to this topic. I want to share a little bit of a story with you. Some years ago, lovely young man came to my office. He had worked very, very hard to put himself through medical school. Sorry guys, there's a tractor nearby. He had worked very hard to put himself through medical school and had the awesome opportunity to officially start his career in Miami. But there was one caveat. He said, "Sheila, I'm going to Miami, but I'm going with a heavy heart. I'm taking my girlfriend with me. It's against my better judgment, but I'm going to take her along." And I said, "Why?" He said, I'm not happy with her. She's become more of a habit, more of a fixture in my life. She really does nothing for me intellectually, emotionally. Otherwise, she works. When she wants to, she gets up and does things around the apartment when she wants to. And I know it's dysfunctional, but I'm just so used to her. There's something of a twisted comfort there for me. And so I'm listening to this. Certainly, his judgment was moving the other direction. My advice to him was absolutely, firmly break this off and start his life. Against his better judgment, what did he do? He went ahead. He took her. Eventually, that relationship did split apart, but it added on 3 unnecessary years of just a lot of struggle, strife, and pain. And I feel that story perfectly illustrates the relationship that many of us develop with our pain. It kind of becomes a twisted relationship where it's just kind of hanging out. We halfway want it to go, we halfway don't. And the reality is, what he should have done with that relationship is the same thing that I'm advising each one of you to do with your pain. Misery, every form of energy wants to find a home. What he should have done, okay, you don't want to voluntarily go. What I'm going to do is pack your things up for you. You're leaving. This is an eviction. What I've seen in my experience, my practice, my own life, we're not nearly aggressive enough against the pain and degradation, the wounding, these forces that can literally, you guys, if left unchecked, if left undealt with, these forces can destroy your life. And I want to say something about the pain that you won't deal with. It will deal with you. I want to be very clear. If you don't deal with it, it will deal with you. And so what do you do, guys? What do? You issue what I call the equivalent of a spiritual, emotional, and psychological restraining order. Everything boils down to choice. I remember there was a time in my life I took an inventory And I invite you to take the same inventory. This is what it looks like to actually deal with pain so that it doesn't become your pal. When you take that inventory, you write out. We use the tool of writing, pen and paper, so that we can see things and process it more easily. It can be difficult to process it if it just stays in your head. I literally wrote down the cost of not putting a plan in place to deal with some painful circumstances. Some from the past and some from the present. I remember this time in my life, and I firmly, the same way someone would issue, a police department would issue a restraining order, I put my foot down. I put my foot down, guys, and I put a stop to it. I put a stop to it. A lot of times we throw the realities out and just make them so abstract, so intangible. It's not intangible. It's a decision. It's a decision. So to deal, in order to heal, you must deal. And it really requires putting your foot down. I can't stress it enough. A lot of this negative energy and this rogue energy, you guys, everyone wants a home. Everyone wants to nestle themselves into a home. Energy, particularly rogue energy, negative energy, will do the same thing. If it can attach itself to you and stay with you, why not? That's the equivalent of just a cozy, comfy blanket for this kind of toxicity. But when you get very proactive about it and you're ready to take control of that pain, guess what you can do? And this, the kind of information that I'm sharing here, we don't learn it in school, but we should. We learn reading, writing, our mathematics. All of that is very valuable. But what I'm sharing is the invaluable tools, the tools that truly will get you through life. So when you take a stand, there's something else you do. You wake up. This superpower. I didn't say supernatural, but it's a superpower that all of us have. We just don't talk about it enough. You can actually direct. You can start to direct the energy of pain. You can direct it and tell it exactly what you want it to do for you. Start directing the transformation process, guys. Let me give you an example. And I share with you, I've been very candid on this channel. It was a very debilitating relationship I was in many years ago. And by the grace of God, I came out of it. And that's really when I started to get heavy into this work. And I did my inventory, as I told you, dealt with it, looked at it, how it had hurt me. But then I did something that was just incredibly life-changing. I commanded and I directed that pain, and I do everything in Jesus' name. I commanded and directed that pain. I want you to go to work for me, not against me. I want you to work for me. I'm going to tell you exactly what I want you to do. I want to take this situation. Sorry guys, we have some tractors coming by. I want to take this situation. I want to take all that pain, all that wounding, and here's how I want you to work for me. I want you to make me an incredibly smart, incredibly wise woman in the area of relationships, in the area of caring for myself, in the area of balancing energy. That's how I want this pain to work for me. Get busy. And I open myself up. To the possibility of that pain transforming my life for the better. And that's what it did. You guys, that is the power. That is the hand of God at work. You have to activate it. It's not going to activate itself, because why? I talk about this all the time. The divinity, the divine, the holy angels, this wonderful positive force is available to us, stands next to us, and very much respects our free will. This is something that you're going to need to activate. And you activate it through the power, God-given power of your free will. A lot of the shenanigans, a lot of the nonsense that is going on, you absolutely have the power to put a stop to it. But you have to activate your will and put your foot down. It's not like a, wishy-washy, well, I want you to go, but you can keep a toothbrush here, or you can keep some shoes here just in case. It's not that kind of energy. It's what you're going to be doing now is packing your stuff. I'm going to need you to go. And if you come back, we've got the restraining order put in place. That's the kind of energy that pushes your life forward. It gets you in a position, guys, to go after your joy, your version of joy. I don't know what that is. Is it camping, sitting out in the sunshine, sitting on the beach? You have business goals you want to reach for? Is it that awesome relationship? I have no idea. Again, you know better than I. My role is to put you psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually in the vantage position to go ahead and go for it. So you guys, again, put your foot down. Put your foot down. Do not allow pain to become a dysfunctional pal of yours. You do have the power, okay? So I'm going to finish on with my walk. Actually, I'm going to do an ultra challenge for myself today of 6 miles. For me, that's ultra. Maybe for some of you, that's small potatoes. But, I'm building up, having a good time out here. So, all right, guys, try to take this to heart. I'll see you next time. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.